Dr. Beth Kasanoff-Piper. I'm President-elect of the Dallas County Medical Society. I'm getting a lot of questions about the new COVID vaccines. Most of my patients definitely want to get them, but some have concerns. Let's see if we can address some of those. Are they rushing to get the vaccine to market without making sure it's safe? And they're not. Scientific advances in these types of vaccines allowed the manufacturers to do things in months that took years before. It's not safety that's been compromised or shortened. The speed has been gained due to process efficiencies rather than by cutting corners or eliminating actual steps from development. We had a head start on learning about COVID-19 because of the other coronaviruses that scientists had already studied. So a lot was already known about the spike proteins. Also, instead of having studies that normally run one after the other, these were performed in parallel, which also saved time. For example, running combined phase 1 and phase 2 trials, doing animal studies at the same time human studies were being performed. Plus, the companies have been manufacturing doses of the vaccines even prior to approval so that they could be ready to be shipped if they were approved. And other people say, well, how do we know it's safe if it's only been studied for a few months? We know that adverse events to vaccines most commonly occur within the first 6 to 8 weeks. And patients in both the Pfizer and Moderna studies have all passed that point. And while most vaccines do have longer follow-up periods before coming to market, the risks of early vaccine availability must be weighed against the risk of delayed vaccine availability, in which time millions more people could die from COVID-19. From the data available so far, the side effects appear to be those we see with many vaccines: fatigue, muscle soreness and aches, joint pain, headaches, or pain, redness, or swelling at the injection site. And some people ask, well, what if I've already had COVID? Do I need to get the vaccine? People who've had the disease will still need to get it, since natural immunity to coronaviruses doesn't last forever. But people who are at high risk for infection and complications will likely be prioritized to get the vaccines sooner. So how should we address people who are hesitant to get COVID vaccines? First, listen to them. Sometimes people feel like they've been shut down when they try to express a concern. Find out what it is that the person's concerned about and then address that concern. Present the data to them in a compassionate way and make it clear that there are no risk-free choices. The choice not to get a vaccine is not a risk-free choice. It's a choice to take a different and more serious risk. What about, can I quit wearing masks after I get the vaccine? Not just yet. We need to continue our safety measures after getting the vaccines because no vaccine is 100% effective, and since it will take time for widespread distribution and time for the vaccines to kick in, we want to still keep up with our safety measures to protect ourselves and others. The best way to fight COVID-19 is to prevent it. And whether that means getting a vaccine or staying home, wearing masks, and physical distancing, let's keep doing our part.